Do you want to pay off debt faster? For millions of young workers across the United States, debt feels like a long, drawn-out sentence with no clear end in sight. Imagine being told that the small balances you carry today could take the better part of a decade to fully eliminate. The total consumer debt in the U.S. has climbed past an astonishing $17 trillion, a number so large it feels abstract and impersonal. But for individuals, this translates into very real monthly payments. Persistent stress. The constant feeling of being one step behind. This isn't just about money, it's about years of your life spent waiting, putting dreams on hold, watching your hard-earned income disappear into interest payments. The problem often lies not in a lack of desire to be free from debt, but in a lack of a clear, tangible plan that shows progress. When you only see the total amount owed, it can feel like an insurmountable mountain. Every payment seems like a tiny drop in a vast ocean. This sense of hopelessness is what keeps people trapped. They make their minimum payments, month after month, year after year, without ever feeling like they are getting ahead. The original 7-year timeline for a modest amount of debt isn't an exaggeration. It's the slow, grinding reality for those who don't have a visual system to track forward movement and celebrate their victories. This is where a change in perspective becomes critical. It transforms the overwhelming task of debt repayment into a series of small, manageable steps, giving you the hope and clarity required to shorten your timeline significantly. We are going to shift the focus from the intimidating total to the empowering process. The core issue is not the debt itself, but the feeling of powerlessness that comes with it. By providing you with a clear, visual strategy, we can turn that feeling of helplessness into one of control and confidence. This is about reclaiming your financial future, not in 7 long years, but in a much shorter, more focused period. You have the power to change your trajectory, and it starts with a simple tool that makes your progress undeniable. This method makes the journey visible, a key component to staying the course when things get tough. The Debt Speed Visualizer is not a complicated app or a piece of expensive software. It is a simple, powerful concept you can draw on a piece of paper or create in a basic document. Its purpose is to make your debt tangible and your progress visible. Think of it as a personalized progress bar for your financial life. The first step is to gather your information. You must confront the numbers head-on by listing every single debt you have. Student loans, credit card balances, car payments. For each one, you will write down the total amount owed and, crucially, the annual percentage rate, which is the interest you are being charged. This initial step of adding everything up is the foundation of your new plan. Once you have your list, you will translate it into the visualizer. For each debt, draw a long horizontal bar. Label each bar with the name of the debt and its total balance. This act of drawing the bars transforms abstract numbers into concrete, visual representations of what you are up against. Below each bar, you can add a small calendar to mark your monthly due dates, and above it, write down the minimum monthly payment required. Seeing it all laid out in one place, the different balances, interest rates, and payments, provides an immediate, holistic view of your financial situation. This clarity is the first major step toward taking back control from your lenders. Let's use a clear example to illustrate this. With a take-home pay of $3,200 a month, she has 3 debts: a $12,000 student loan at 4% APR, a $3,500 credit card balance at a high 18% APR, and a $6,000 car loan at 5% APR. Her total debt is $21,500. On her debt speed visualizer, she would draw 3 bars. The student loan bar would be the longest. The car loan bar would be medium length. The credit card bar would be the shortest. She would label them with the amounts and interest rates, giving her a clear, at-a-glance map of her liabilities. The final part of setting up the visualizer is choosing a strategy. With your debts clearly displayed, you can now make an informed decision about how to tackle them. Many financial experts, including myself, recommend the debt avalanche method. This involves making the minimum payment on all your debts except for the one with the highest interest rate. You will throw every extra dollar you can find at that high-interest debt. For Mia, this means her focus would be the credit card with its costly 18% APR. The visualizer makes this choice obvious, as the high interest rate stands out, practically screaming to be dealt with first. With her debt speed visualizer created, Mia's next step was to find extra money to accelerate her payments. This is where small, consistent changes make a massive difference. She examined her monthly spending. She identified areas where she could cut back without feeling deprived. Instead of a drastic, unsustainable budget overhaul, she made targeted adjustments. She decided to cancel a $12 streaming service she rarely used. She cut back on one restaurant meal per week, which saved her about $40 a month. To make a bigger impact, she proactively sought more income. She picked up 2 extra work shifts a month, which brought in an additional $200. In total, she found an extra $252 each month to direct toward her debt. Now the magic of the visualizer begins. Each month, Mia makes her minimum payment on the student loan, $120. Mia makes her minimum payments, then adds her extra $252 to the credit card for a total of $357. After her first payment, she physically updates her visualizer, coloring in the bar and writing the new, lower balance. This simple act provides a powerful psychological boost, making her progress tangible. By focusing all her extra energy on the credit card, Mia paid it off completely in just under 10 months. The debt speed visualizer now shows one bar entirely colored in, a powerful symbol of her accomplishment. After paying off the credit card, Mia didn't reduce her overall monthly debt payment. Instead, she recycled it. This is the core of the debt avalanche method. She took the entire $357 payment and added it to her next target, the car loan. Her progress accelerated dramatically. After demolishing the car loan, she rolled that entire amount onto her final debt, the student loan. In total, Mia paid off all her debt in just under 2 years, a far cry from the 7+ years she would have faced making only minimum payments. Mia's story is a real-world demonstration of what is possible when you have a clear plan. The debt speed visualizer worked for her because it broke an overwhelming goal into visible, achievable steps. It provided the motivation to find extra cash. It provided the structure to apply it effectively, seeing the progress bars shrink, recycling payments. That combo created unstoppable momentum and got her to the finish line faster than she imagined. This method works regardless of your income level. It's based on principles, not specific dollar amounts. You can start this exact process today. Your journey begins with one simple, honest step. Add up all your debts. Do not shy away from the numbers. Write them down. Create your own debt speed visualizer on a sheet of paper. Draw the bars. Label them with the balances. Label them with the interest rates. Putting it all on paper gives you clarity and control you may not have felt in years. It's the first move from passive victim to active warrior for your financial freedom. You don't need fancy software or a finance degree to get started. Once your visualizer is ready, find your first extra payment. Look at your budget and pick one small change. Can you find an extra $50 this month? An extra $100? It doesn't matter how small you start. Choose your first target debt, preferably the highest interest rate, and make that extra payment. Then update your visualizer. Color in that first small piece of the bar. Watch it shrink. Feel the power of deliberate, focused action. This builds the confidence to continue. Debt is a fact of life for many, but it doesn't have to be a life sentence. Create a plan. See your progress. Feel more in control each month. And a single step. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start small. Start today. Move $1 and watch the bar move with it. You are in command of your financial destiny. Wealth Compass provides clear steps and real tools for your journey. Subscribe to Wealth Compass to learn more and continue building your path to freedom.